Good morning, everyone. Here we are, still sanding. Pops is here today.
Still trying to translate still sanding into 15 languages.
Oh, darn it. I did get a response on that in Spanish. It's, what is it, Legender? God, crap, I forget. And thank you for putting that in the video, the comments, and I already forgot it. I told Dad, you'll tell me something today, I'll forget it tomorrow. And I already forgot that.
It's called senility at a young age.
I want to say it's Lijand or something like that.
Liganda?
Something like that. Yeah.
You sure it's not the Mexican?
It's in the comments.
Okay.
We can look it up in the comments. But
right.
Anyway, this whole thing for the younger crowd, all you whippersnappers out there. I'm trying to remember the origin of this myself, right? My channel's a few years old, and that I remember was Matt and Angel and company from the Shut Your Face Garage. Where is the Shut Your Face Garage? Here. The Shut Your Face Garage. Hi guys, I know you don't watch my videos anymore, but that's you guys. And I think that was the origin of where I saw this first, when they were working on Rusty. Back in the day, but it may predate them. I don't know, but anyway, I didn't make this up just in case anyone was wondering. I know Pops was wondering. Yeah. All right, a couple of quick shout outs here to get things started. Darwin Ponto finally got this guy to me from the Great White North. Thank you so much, Darwin. This thing, as you guys can see, is just mint. I even like the color. I don't know what color. If that's a factory color, it's kind of pretty. That thing's just gorgeous. Look at that thing. Thank you so much, Darwin. I appreciate it. Darwin's helped me out on a couple of different bits of missing pieces for my car, so he's been really great. Can't thank you enough. And second one, Grant. I found your sticker. Grant sent this to me. I'm so bad. What, a year ago? 2 years? I'm terrible. I don't even remember. I felt so bad because I lost it and I couldn't find it, but here it is. The Straight 6 fan. Grant has a really cool channel. Check that out. Little hand-drawn logos there at the top. That's awesome. He's got a really good channel for especially you young guys. I shouldn't say young guys. People starting out with their channels. Grant is doing a lot of work for cross branding, channel hacking, these kind of things to try and build your channel, get your user base up, for monetization and everything. So he's got a lot of really good content. He's a Ford guy. We're not going to hold it against him because he gave us a shout out on our Camaro. Just kidding. He's doing a Fairmont, which is really cool because I forget exactly the term you use, Grant. I apologize. Something hot rodding. I'm so bad at it. I can't remember anything. Whatever. Go to his channel. He'll tell you what he's talking about. But the point of what he was saying with the Fairmont is he doesn't want to do the car that everybody else is doing. Right? He talks about being the middle child, and so he's trying to look for cars that are the middle child kind of car, right? That you wouldn't think of going to, right? So seeing this epic, cool Fairmont that he's working on driving down the road with 4-wheel discs and all this stuff is just not something you would expect, right? So that's the kind of guy Grant is. So anyway, thanks, Grant. I really appreciate it, and I apologize again for... Oh, let me put your sticker up. Hold on. That's a badass looking sticker, too. It's really nice. I think it's one of the only ones I have that's transparent. That's cool. I mean, you can't really tell because I put it on a white background, but that's transparent. And Pops was just reading over the letter in there. You talked about odd bodies, and I think that reminds me. I think it was Oddball Hot Rods, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, sorry, you're out of frame. Anyway, go check out Grant's channel. I'll put the link in the description. You guys can scope it out. He's a cool dude. All right, back to the car. So last time, you can probably see here where we resprayed, since it's all nice and shiny. That paint went on really well. Came out nice. So what Pops and I are going to do, we're going to guide coat everywhere we put this stuff on, and a little bit to the outside of it. I was telling Pops I am worried that I didn't clean it well enough before I sprayed it any place that we had sanded before. So I'm worried if there's some sanding dust or something in there is the new paint just gonna, you know, consolidate it and cross-link with it and melt it down, or is it gonna just be an adhesion problem again? So we're gonna be a little careful sanding on the edges. Obviously, we don't want to sand too far into the other stuff because it's already been sanded and we know it's very thin. But I figure if we can guide coat just a little bit past the edges there and get that smooth, if there was any loose paint or anything, we'd find it. So we'll go do that now. We'll go around the car and get everything guide coated. Yep. All right. So as this telling Pops, gonna use smaller blocks here. I don't think we need the huge long blocks anymore because I'm not really trying to level this. Try to make sure it's smooth. There's my brush. If you can see that low spot there.
How's that going over there?
All right. Trying to be super careful so I don't go through.
All right. That looks good. Yeah, my shoulder's tired already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was painting yesterday, stretching, just cutting into lines.
Yeah.
In the garage, and that does me in real quick, once it's above shoulder height.
Yeah. See, that looks pretty nice.
The lower front piece to do.
Got all the door jambs, like all that stuff.
Headlight assembly's gotta be cleaned out.
Yep.
Wheel well eventually.
Pop the hood here. starting to break through in one little spot here.
Oh yeah, unacceptable.
Hopefully I can just leave that there. This hood is a nightmare to sand.
Huh?
This hood is a nightmare to sand.
Yeah. Door big and convoluted edges.
Yep. Keep at it here.
I just finished up the hood here. A nice straight line down there, it appears. It's good. So we have one little poke through right there. We didn't make it all the way down to the epoxy. I'm going to leave that. I think that's fine. I'm not going to recoat that. And similarly over here, there's a tiny little one right there. I'm not going to worry about that either. So that's it. The hood is done. All right, we pretty much made it all the way around the car except for the bottom. There's a couple little pinhole type things in here. Put some filler in. I used this stuff. I had this left over from when I worked on the Flex, so get it, Flex, yeah. Yeah, so the car whoops, sorry. There you go. Car looks really good. There's a few spots that are a little thin. I think they're all okay. You can see here starting to ghost through, as Roger likes to say. But overall, it looks really good. The hood looks great. No issues on the hood. This door over here, it's got a lot of thin spots on it, so that one probably put some more on that, but not today. And there's like this fender. I don't know if you can see this, a little wonky right here where I reworked the metal right there, so that needs some addressing. But I think we're gonna fix these once these are off the car. Be easier to work on some of this stuff when it's off the car. But everything else is done and looking good. Only one metal breakthrough, or a couple metal breakthroughs here in the back. We got a little aggressive sanding that, which of course doesn't even matter. You can't see that. Just some stuff like this here and there. But overall, looks good. So yeah, let's keep going here. I'm gonna do the rockers now. All right, we are all wrapped up for today. The little areas that we spotted in, of course, end up, I always have this, right? You put some filler on there to fill one tiny pinhole and you end up doing more damage. Or whatever, didn't break through to metal, so I think it's okay. But all those areas that we touched up, well, not half of those areas, I say, like this, we're gonna have to come back and respray these because it's pretty funky. But that's all right. The removable panels, I think, are pretty well done. I showed you the door on the other side was pretty thin with the primer surfacer. And when I went and tried to do the bottom edge of the door there, it was really thin there, and just sanded through really quickly. And the rocker on the other side of the car just touched it with the sandpaper and went right through the 2K. So the rockers just don't have enough primer on them at all. So I'm gonna have to definitely come back and do those. But fenders, door, hood, trunk lid, those are pretty much in good shape, as you can see. So the question of the day, get everybody's opinion on this. So here's the plan that I've always had, and is the next operating step. See what you think. So if you guys think this is good, the next thing that we would do next weekend, whenever we get back to it, is take doors, take all the removable stuff back off the car again, put them away in storage. So everything's in 400 right now in 2K. So pack it up, forget about it, and then go work on the jambs and everything else. But we have to start doing mechanicals because we want to do the firewall, get it painted and all. Anyway, yeah, so the next step is painting the firewall, the jambs, all that stuff, getting all that ready. And then once all the jambs and everything are painted, then we can put the car back together, 600 wet the whole car, and then paint it would be the plan. So that's the summary. So 400 now, take it apart, do all the jambs and everything, put it back together, 600 wet, paint. That would be the plan. So let me know if you think that's a good plan. Part of the motivation here is we're getting wintertime now, it's getting cold, so I can't really paint this thing now. We have, maybe another week of good weather, and that's probably it. But painting jambs and things like that, I can probably swing that because, it's not big areas of paint and stuff. And we can use that time to get to work on the mechanicals. So as I said, in order to do the firewall, we need to figure out the gas pedal, the vintage air system probably, because we got to run all the AC lines and everything in through here, and I want to do that while the fenders are off. The new pedal assembly for the clutch, all that kind of stuff. So try and basically get all those mechanicals done under there. Possibly do the hydraulic cylinder for the clutch, at least that much, right? And then, depending on how long that takes, if that's still middle of winter, then we'll probably venture off into putting the fuel tank in, running the fuel lines, all that stuff. Maybe radiator stuff. Get the engine still needs the accessory drive on the front. If we do that, we can fire the engine. Again, depending on where we are, then maybe we can do the brakes, put the brake lines in. The brakes are on the car, but there's no master cylinder, there's no brake lines. So it's kind of that thing, right? So we'll see how far we can get on the mechanicals before springtime comes, and spring would be when painting would come. So hopefully right when it warms up, before all the bugs come out, get this thing in paint, would be the operating plan. Again, for those who have not seen, this is the color scheme for the car. It's so dirty, at least for now. That's Ford Ruby Red, Ford Tuxedo Black, and I forget what this is, Platinum White. So these are all Ford colors. And that's kind of the stripe pattern that we're going to put on the car, something like that. Let's see. Oh, that's dirty. Now, that's what we're thinking. We may change our mind. One of the things Pops and I are going to do is go tour the car dealerships, look at all the latest colors of cars, see if there's something that jumps out to us. We'll also go down to the paint store and check out the PPG Vibrance collections and stuff, and see if there's some custom color that they have that we like even more. I'd really still love to avoid doing the candy paint job. Again, that Ford color is a tri-coat. It's not a true candy, but it's candy-ish. And the tinted clear just scares the hell out of me because I've, always run clear every time I do it. And if you put a run in the tri-coat, you're dead, right? You're gonna sand it all off. So I'd prefer to do something that was 2-stage, not 3-stage, but I haven't found a 2-stage that I really like. But, we'll see. Yeah, that's it. As you can see from our list here, this is mostly mechanicals, and there's a lot of mechanicals to do here. Lots and lots and lots and lots, but we're kind of down in here. This will be our next step. Firewall, jambs, wheel wells, all that stuff. Yeah. All right, cool. Let me know what you guys think of that plan, and we'll take it next time. Hopefully next weekend we'll be blowing this car apart and getting ready for doing some mechanicals. It's really exciting for me because I'm actually starting to buy mechanical parts now, not just paint. That's exciting. Really glad to see that. All right, anyway, take it easy, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Aha, just remembered one more thing. When we take the car apart, we're going to drill out reference holes for all the hinges and everything. What do you guys recommend for doing that? I bought these 3/32 for that, but I think these might be a little too small. So let me know what you think. I think I tried this before and they're just kind of a wee bit small, but for anybody that's done that before, what size drill bits do you typically use for that? I'm thinking 1/8 might be better, but I don't know. Let me know. Thanks, everybody.